Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Welcome to this week's meeting of Essex Business Forum. As you know, I'm Aidan Squire. As you know, I'm your meeting chairman. And as you know, it's my job to get you through the agenda. The leadership team are of assistance in that. Could they be upstanding and introduce themselves?
Is it me first? I'll call social secretary.
Bring back Brian.
Good morning, I'm Scott, your meeting secretary, and of course, that's a place of live chat.
Morning guys, Ben, education coordinator.
And good morning, everybody. I'm Terry, and I do membership and recruit.
Thank you all. Please be seated.
Right.
Let's get the meeting underway. And underway means the performance lead. Scott.
Yes, and performance lead is reset for this new month. I must admit though, it's pretty barren on here. To the point where there must simply have been an error on my end side. There's no way we only passed 300 quid's worth of referrals last week, is there? No?
Scott, I put one in £1,500 last week.
Yeah, exactly.
I
So-
haven't put it in the system, I'm sorry.
Minus points. Minus points.
Well, that's what I wanted to say. You said it for me.
Sorry.
The bits of paper that we pass around the meeting are just aesthetics. Make sure you do put them in online as always. But I still think there's an admin error on my side, so I will sort that out. So it kind of means that the order of members at the top is all cock-a-hoop, which doesn't really matter, but let me tell you what my spreadsheet says regardless. It says at the top, third place is Leanne on 90 points, maybe. There's every chance that Aidan Squire is in second place on 100, and he's probably there in the right place anyway. 103 points for Paul. Yeah.
So there could be changes next week. Scott. The education presentation. Ben.
Thank you very much. We're going to jump straight into today, and we're going to hand straight over to Toby Acton for today's education.
I apologise, despite Ben's reminder earlier in the week. I forgot that it was Thursday today. I have nothing prepared. So anyway, who likes selling their services? Who really loves selling their services? Who loves handling objections? Who hates handling objections? Yes? So, most people don't like sales or selling because they don't like or they think they're no good at handling objections. So, would it be easier if I told you there's only ever 4 objections to somebody buying your products or services? So if you could get really good at handling those 4 objections, do you think sales would be easier? Yeah?
Yes.
So the 4 objections are, I haven't got time. I can't afford it. I don't think it will work for me. Or, I don't believe you. Who's ever had somebody say to you, I don't believe you?
Yes.
Well, the fact of the matter is, all of the other 3 objections are them saying, I don't believe you. I don't believe that there's value in this, so I'm saying I can't afford it. They don't believe that it will work for them, even though they can see it can work for other people. They don't, but if they believed in it, they would make the time to do it. Do you agree? So every single objection you ever hear to somebody buying your product or services is them saying, I don't believe you. And it's simply that we haven't fully identified their dominant buying motive. We haven't linked their dominant buying motive to our value proposition and showed them how we can solve their problem. So we haven't given them the right message that resonates with them to give them the confidence to buy from you. So if they've got confidence, then they're going to believe you and they're going to trust you. So you haven't gained their trust. You haven't gained their trust in yourself. You haven't gained their trust in your offering. and you haven't gained their trust in the value that you can bring to them. So to handle that, you simply have to back up and go back through the sales process and understand the sales process, 5-step sales process. So you need to make sure that you've reached rapport with them. If you've reached rapport with them, have you asked the right qualifying questions? If you've asked the right qualifying questions, have you correctly identified their dominant buying motive, and then have you linked your value proposition to their dominant buying motive? So if you hear an objection, you just repeat that objection out loud. Then you act a little bit surprised. Why wouldn't somebody want to buy from you? So act a bit surprised. Ask if maybe you can explain it to them in a better way, and that gives you the chance to ask those qualifying questions, really be clear on their dominant buying motive, and then afterwards you can check that you've addressed their concerns. So what if you could gain that absolute trust in you, your product and service, and the value you bring? What if you could handle that one objection? So there's only ever one objection. People don't believe you. Would that make a difference to yourselves?
It's good when it isn't prepared. I think the only difference is it's just as cogent, just as understandable, it's just slower.
So we can understand it.
Thank you very much, Tabby, that was excellent. Dare I ask if there are any membership matters? No? Right. In that case, let's approach the 60 seconds. Your chance to tell your story, but only in 60 seconds. I won't put him through the usual thing I put through Vince, but Vince is not here today, as you know. His stand-in is Stuart, and Stuart will ring the bell on various occasions just to let you know you've done your 60 seconds. When you get the final ping, wind up and sit down. Right, so let's get things moving now. Business card box, round it goes. Make sure you're adequately represented in there. Take cards to help you effect referrals. And Blake's box of tricks also will get round. Stick things in. Right. We are now with the 60-second round. We're only 17 today, but that doesn't mean you get any more than 60 seconds. Take 60 seconds in the usual way. The POSCO winner is Clara. So Clara will go first, and she'll be followed by James. Clara.
Hello, Downton Mortgages and Financial Services. Kind of undeniable what to talk to you guys about sort of today, and I think the interest rates are kind of appearing quite a lot on the news again at the moment. So I thought it's probably a good thing to kind of just touch on where, sort of from my perspective, we're at. Next Thursday is the next Bank of England meeting. Will be interesting to see what happens, because obviously last month, originally they weren't expecting a drop, and then they did. The economy stalled a bit, rates in the market are continuing to drop. So it will be interesting to see whether they do hold or drop. I'd be very surprised if we see anything other than one of those two. And I think we'll get a lot more talk in the next week as to what is going to happen. But from my point of view, as I say, rates are continuing to drop. And in many ways, that is creating a lot of positives for a lot of clients, because it is making things just that little bit more affordable and opening up options for them. So what I'm talking to clients a lot about at the moment is kind of planning for the next 6 months and locking in on rates, so that if things do change, then at least they've got something in place and we can change if it does get better. So yeah, if you know anyone who needs to understand what they can do, have a look at what their options might be, put them in touch. So that's Clara down to Mortgages and Financial Services.
Thank you, Clara. James, you're next, followed by Chris.
Hi all, James from Brown & Brown Insurance. No 17.5-minute presentation for me today, so indeed I'm very grateful for that. Today, usual hunt for burly men and women, scaffolders, roofers, contractors, that kind of stuff, but property owners in particular. So anybody with portfolios, properties, and managing agents that look after properties for companies. mentioned it before, but the insurers have done a whole load of work over the last 12 months around the flood and subsidence areas. And a new client the other day gave me his documentation for his renewal. Half the properties on there didn't have flood cover this year. They did have it last year. And the broker that he was with at the moment has technically told him, it's on page 7 of the quote book, there's an endorsement on there that says flood exclusion cover. I don't know how many of you get to page 7 when you read through your renewals. But yeah, so we're going through all that. It's going to cost him a little bit more money, but he's got flood cover, and the reason I'm not giving him flood cover is he's near a river on a few of them, so he's worried about it. So to get James Brown Brown Insurance doing it right, so we not sleep safely at night.
Nice. Thanks, Chris. Sorry, James.
Chris from Travel Offers.
Chris is next, and Stuart follows. Chris, sorry.
Chris from Travel Offers. I was going to talk about Ibiza this week because it's a real magical place and a real go-to place for me. But an offer came in really late last night. I wanted to share it with you because I think this is truly amazing. There's a lot of people now putting out offers for 2025. I don't know if anyone's been to Mauritius at all. If you'd like to go, you can actually get there now for just under £15. So 1,459 per person, which will put you into an adults only, all-inclusive, so everything paid for, 7-night stay. So you're paying for 5 nights, you're staying for 7. Going June 2025, the hotel has a really large infinity pool overlooking the sea. It's a sea view room, spa treatments on site. You can take out a kayak or a lazy dinghy into the lagoon. That's all paid for. 7 nights in the superior room, all inclusive. Private transfers included. £1,475, sorry, £1,459. And that's going out from Gatwick with Air Mauritius, or from Heathrow with Emirates. A bit extra at 1,619. If you want to stay for 14 nights, it's 2,109 per person, but £1,459 for Mauritius, literally where it is a really good deal. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Chris. Stuart, you're next, and you're followed by Nick.
Good morning, everybody. Stuart from LG Networks. There's no way you can't possibly be confused by mobile networks, mobile tariffs, and all the different options that there are. So wouldn't it be nice if we could rely on some of the awards that are handed out? For instance, the best network of the year, which is 2, or EE, best overall UK network, or Vodafone, which is UK's most reliable network, or 3, which is the UK's most popular network. The point is, they are absolutely not worth the paper they're written on. Most of them, they've actually set up bodies to award the awards to themselves. The point being, the large mobile network operators, there's so much choice out there, so many different options and tariffs. We haven't won any awards for mobiles, because we haven't written any, maybe we should do that. But what we do offer is really simple, SIM-only pricing. If you need hardware, we can do that as well. No complicated tariffs, no complicated short-term offers and then ramped up later. So if you know someone who's looking for a business mobile program, put them onto us. We keep it nice and simple, no awards guaranteed.
Thank you, Stuart. Nick, you're followed by Toby.
Good morning, my name's Nick. As you all know, I'm a structural engineer. I had a young lady call me a couple of weeks ago. She's inherited a house from her grandmother. She doesn't want it because she's got a house. So if you put it on the market, she's got a buyer. Unfortunately, there's a problem because the valuations that they're acting for, her buyer's lender has found a problem. The problem is that the chimney breasts, 2 chimney breasts in the house, in fact, they're not properly supported. Someone took out the chimney breasts downstairs 40 years ago. No sign of movement, but they're not supported. They're supported on the floor joists, which is not great. It's not good building practice. It doesn't comply with building regs. So she's called me in. So I've designed a couple of beams to support the chimney breasts, which do comply with building regs and comply with building practice indeed. Hopefully that will enable the house purchase system to get back online again and she can sell the house. So that's what I do, a bit of structural design, bit of structural inspection as well, for home buyers and for home sellers. My name's Nick, I'm a structural engineer. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. After sort of who you were, but that will do. Toby, you're next, and you're followed by Mike.
Good morning, everybody. Toby Atson, personal business mentor. Somebody said to me recently that I'm still saying the same stuff that I was saying 6 years ago when they met me. Actually, their phrase was still saying the same old crap. And I agree with them. I am, because the fundamentals of business don't change. Fundamentals of business are still exactly the same as they were 6 years ago, 10 years ago, 50 years ago. There's absolutely no need to reinvent the wheel and come up with all these newfangled ways of doing or saying things. The entrepreneur formula is still exactly the same. Start with mindset and getting a crystal clear vision of exactly what you want your business to do for you. Then look at your client avatars, who you want to be buying from you. Then look at your value proposition, getting across the clear message of the difference that you're going to make in people's lives. Then marketing strategies, how you're going to get that message across. And then that leads to those sales conversations. If you do everything else right beforehand, the sales conversations are easy. So yeah, I am still saying the same old stuff. The fundamentals of business don't change. Proposition, business solutions, still saying the same thing.
Thanks, Toby. Ben. No, sorry, Mike. Ben follows.
Morning everyone, Mike from Blackwood Media. If I was going to keep it really short, I'd say exactly what James said. I'm also looking for burly men this week. So, this feels weird going into this now. I was working with Paulus and his team of plumbing professionals and heating handymen. And as is usually the case with a really good team like he's got there, it was really good fun and everyone's really easy to work with. Trade-based companies like his often need media to demonstrate their projects, to show what sets them apart, because it's a really competitive area for a lot of companies in the local area. Coming from a trade background myself, it's a world I'm comfortable working in, and I've got a good, I can understand how to provide good content for those types of businesses. So this week I'm asking for any contacts you've got in building firms, developers, landscapers, and tradesmen generally. Ideally companies. And it's companies with multiple employees rather than just one-man bands, so they've got a little bit of marketing budget for these sort of things. But all aspects of my work, photography, videography, drone work, they're all really useful to that type of industry. From capturing completed projects to covering progress, delving into more depth into how and why projects come about with informative videos, and also don't forget I can provide aerial site images and also help with aerial surveys with the drone. That's my good luck into media.
That means Ben is next, and he's followed by Paul.
Good morning, guys. Ben Golding from Utility Warehouse, and helping to save money in their essential household utilities. Now, last weekend we had one of our annual seminars, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the updates to our services during my 10 minutes. However, it struck me as I was sitting there, I had about 100 of my team there, and the vast backgrounds of these people. We had students, we had solicitors, we had full-time mums, we had a GP, we had carers, we had policemen. So many people from different backgrounds are supplementing their income and wanting a little bit more out of life. So this week I'm looking to speak to anybody you know that's maybe feeling the pinch, that's maybe worried about upcoming price costs and mortgages going up, because I can show them how they can earn an extra income simply by helping their friends, family, neighbours and colleagues get a better deal on their utilities. That's Ben Golding, Utility Warehouse.
Paul. Followed by Brianna.
Good morning, all.
I'm not very good at this.
It's Lisa, so easy.
Lots of trying to follow. Yes, it's been a quiet week this week. I don't know if there's kids going back to school, I haven't got a clue, or my phones are broken, one of the two. But we've managed, we've kept busy, right? We're concentrating on our show, which is leaflets are here if anyone wants to take one. Getting all our display all designed. Matt's not here this week, but Michelle, who works for him, she has been absolutely awesome. And we finalised the design yesterday. And again, Vince isn't here as well, but we're hoping he's going to make it look even better. So postcards are sorted. We've employed a new engineer. It's starting on 1st October, plumbing and heating engineer. So it's just been one of those weeks really, just organising stuff. So anyway, that's me, Paul from Salto. Thanks very much.
We're all staying awake with the working for you. Yeah. And we've even got the help of EBF's foremost mobile provider.
Well, that's it, yeah.
Can't sell low.
You've got to try and get out of the contracts, I mean.
Right, yeah, You're next. You're followed by Vic.
Right, good morning everyone. I'm Leanne from Brooklyn Interiors, and you know I create amazing spaces. But I just want to explain some of the services that I offer, and one of those is space planning. So with space planning, this is the foundation of any design, and it involves arranging furniture and other elements within the room to optimise the flow, functionality and the comfort of the people that live in their house. I will consider the space that's going to be used, what it's going to be used for, when it's going to be used, ensuring everything fits perfectly and serves its intended purpose. So I shouldn't, and I won't, ever buy you a sofa that's too big for your lounge or a wall unit that's not going to fit. So this is just one of the things that I use in my design process to give you a home that is perfect for you. And that's from design onto the finishing touches, one room to a whole house. So if you know anyone that would like some help, please contact me, Leanne Brooklyn Interiors. Thank you.
Thank you, Leanne. Dave, you're next and you're followed by John.
Morning everybody, Dave from Network Electrical, electricians based in Brentwood. This week we've been carrying out some testing, so this is for a landlord. We went into a place that's been vacated by the tenant, went in there, started testing, took some wall lights down, brass wall lights, no earth. So potentially someone goes to change a light bulb, a good light, and they're going to get a nasty shock. So we went through the whole place, we found loads of other problems in there, so we've got to put those right. A bit like John, we also carry out emergency light testing to a shelter, a homeless shelter. They've got about 250 rooms, something like that. And we done emergency light test, 71 lights out of the 280 failed. So we've now got to go around and replace the 71 lights to make sure it's all compliant. And obviously if there is an emergency, the tenants are going to be safe. So if anybody knows, anybody's got any testing that's done, please put it my way and we'll help them out. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Right, John, you're next and you're followed by Blake.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm John Hammond, Joe Mason. This week, I want to talk about CCTV. Don't get conned into CCTV systems that look really good, but the recording of it is crap. The number of specs that we're getting through, where they specify the resolution of the camera, but then they record at such a low resolution, and it's in the specification. You think, why? 99.9% of the time, you don't watch the live video. You rely on the recorded picture. If there's a theft in your shop, or theft in your building, or a break-in, you're not there to see it. You rely on the recording. So the best thing to do is have good quality cameras, but record a good frame rate with a good quality picture. Hard drives don't cost a fat lot. Yeah, for 150 quid you can put terabyte drives in there. So if you want a good CCTV system, speak to us. That's John Hammond from JMS Technology, Prime Technology to Security.
Thank you, John. Blake, you're followed by Jim.
Good morning everyone, Blake from Ammerheim, your go-to outdoor and airsoft shop. It's 14 weeks to Christmas. Which means it's also 8 weeks to Halloween. Weather's changing, so it's time to start thinking about hoodies again my yearly rant. Also for Christmas, bring my gift cards, anything for camper, fishing, anyone who likes fishing, hiker, anyone who enjoys the outdoors, we can now sort them out. We now have Mango on board, which is the biggest camping supplier in the UK, pretty much. So we can get family tents, fishing bivvies, sleeping bags, sleeping mats, hiking rucksacks, hiking poles, everything we can now get outdoors, you can now get from us. So please point everyone in our direction. Thank you, Blake from Ammerheim.
Jane, you're followed by.
Thank you. I don't know if anybody else on the way here heard on the radio about this mother of the 12-year-old who didn't turn up to court with him. He was done for his very much involvement in the riots and looting and kicking at buses and trying to set fire to the migrant hostels and so on. And she didn't turn up at court. And I'm going to put a case to you that afternoon tea could help. Because when you invite small children to afternoon tea in the round a table, they pick up 1,000 words of vocabulary and the secret signals of rapport. Whereas just reading a book to them, which is great, but they'll only pick up about 200 words. There's something about eating in the round. In America, 5 out of 10 meals are eaten in the car. Most people eat in front of the telly. So this point of sharing and teaching rapport skills and understanding and so on, I think is a fantastic parenting tool. So buy from the English Green Tea Company and avoid your children going to Portsmouth. Thank you.
Terry, you're next. You're full of us.
Yeah, thanks very much, Aidan. Good morning, everybody. Terry Main from TMI. I often tell you, especially when we've got guests here, that I'll sue anyone for anything.
Yes.
I just thought I'd give you some examples today of what I've been doing this week. So I've issued some court proceedings for a client who was very badly injured nearly 3 years ago, so just in time. So they've come back and I've now got to serve them. I've issued some possession proceedings for a landlord who wants a tenant out just because he owes him 10 grand in rent. It's a bit. Anyway, I've issued quite a few proceedings for money that's owed to my various business clients, small businesses, very much like ourselves around the table, and I've issued probably 3 or 4 of those this week. They're done online, so they're a bit quicker, a little bit cheaper. And I'm also about to embark on some tribunal proceedings in the employment tribunal for a client. So they're the sort of nature of the proceedings that I issue. So when I say I sue anyone for anything, it's not quite anything, but almost everything. Very vague,
Thank you, Terry. Scott.
Good morning, everyone. Just following from Toby's excellent expert this morning, the challenge of I don't believe you is so easily solved on the website. That so infrequently, I'm dealing with a number of projects at the moment where they don't have case studies or portfolio or even, worst case, a photo gallery of stuff they've done for other clients. So how can you expect, when we Google a question for tenancy problems, how do I evict a tenant from my property? If I Googled that and I saw a search result that was Terry's portfolio, highlighting how he got rid of a problem tenant for a house in Southend where such and such was the problem, oh, it's the same problem I've got. And I can see that he's concluded that. It will demonstrate. So having that evidence of the work you've done on your website is absolutely vital. Google loves it too. It does boost you in the rankings. So solving that kind of problem, something we're excellent with. Thank you very much.
Scott. Aidan Squire from TM Law. This week, I had a client who runs a gym and also runs a jiu-jitsu club. The gym he runs with getting other people, letting it out to other personal trainers as well as himself. The jiu-jitsu club he's doing with another. They run it very simply. They've got an account. All the money goes in there. All the expenses come out. And what's left is split 50-50. Nothing has been done in writing, but now they're starting to think what happens if one of us dies and one of us wants to return. There's value in this business, so how are we going to deal with it? So I'm dealing with a partnership agreement for them. A partnership agreement is just the same as a shareholders agreement, but one's with a company, you're dealing with shares, one's just reflecting your personal shares in the business. So my top tip this week, don't go into business with another or others without having an agreement done that at least ensures your exit strategy, which is absolutely crucial, even though you're starting the business. They start from TM Law, and that is the end of the 60-second round. So I'll hand over to somebody.
Take it away, Carl.
Obviously very forgetful today. Yeah, lots of really great ones today. I think, obviously helping to educate the youth through Jane was very helpful. CCTV, making sure that we have everything recorded and we're secure, employing people. But I decided that the award had to go for Best Mobile Provider.
/ worst timekeeper. And then the other ones I just forgot to start. And the other ones, you still talking, I look down, it's offside, so we're getting 20.
Yeah. Thank you, Stuart. Don't say that you haven't got any accolades for your business. Right. Yeah. It's the next part of the meeting secretary's report. Scott.
You've stolen my thunder there, Carl. I was going to just do a small matter of business in nominating the the Essex Business Forum mobile provider.
Yeah.
Someone nominate and someone second him.
Yes, I'll nominate for 12th of September 2024.
Someone
I'll
says
second that.
there we go. Push.
Put it on the website.
It's official now, yeah. Have the badge, yes. You didn't have a mark of excellence, I think. So well done. Well done to you guys also. On one part, we have recorded £10,000 worth of business today. Confident that's not all of it, but better. Only 5 referrals recorded though, so pull your socks up.
You haven't got a good chance of winning the speakers.
What if I win?
Sorry?
What if I win the speakers?
We'll get back in.
Yeah. Or if you really like, you take it away with you. Right. I sent around an email. Synergy team, the finance one, we're having afterwards Synergy team meeting. You're all welcome. It's the finance one. It's just an excuse for me to get you all together, and that's to exchange ideas about visitors that we're trying to get in this month. So, as many of you can, come back, half an hour, just run through strategies, ways of doing it, ideas, just to keep the momentum going for this month, and let's try and get some visitors in. So, that's that, and that leaves us with a 10-minute presentation. Do that.
Okay. Before today's gorgeous speaker comes on, just give you an update for the upcoming week. So next week, well, we've got Neil down for the 10 minutes, but it might be a special thing there. But we'll see. And I'll do the education slot. 26th of September, Blake is going to be doing the 10 minutes, and Stuart will be providing the education slot, our award-winning Stuart. On the 3rd of October, Aidan will be doing the 10 minutes, and Paul Booth doing the education, and finally on the 10th, Andy will be doing the 10 minutes, and Scott will be covering my thing, because I was supposed to be in the trigger service, but I think I've cancelled it there, but we've got you down. When it is your turn to do 10 minutes, please go to the EBF website, download the bio sheet and get it to me a day or two beforehand, or be with you to the meeting. If you can't do your presentation, let me know as soon as possible. We'll do our best to try and swap things around. And don't forget a speaker's prize. And remember, it's to allow time for questions, to an 8-minute presentation, to allow, if you want, 2 minutes for questions. So I'm going to hand over to Aidan now. Look, the camera work. Get the TV back.
Well, this candidate did fill in an EBF bio sheet, gave it to himself, and then passed it to me. The speaker is Ben Golding, and the business name is Utility Warehouse. His position in the company is group leader, and the nature of the business: help people save money, get out of debt, and live a dream lifestyle. Business location, areas covered: the UK, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Great Britain. Right, and then personal section. A prized possession is the ring that Marcel designed from his mother's and his grandmother's ring.
I was going to wear it.
He was going to wear it today, but he's not. So that's his prized possession. How to relax? Lots of alcohol. A famous person I've met. Well, he's met lots during his working in the theatre and music. Although Princess Anne once came to his house. She did. Yes, if Leanna designed the interior, she wouldn't have left. But
we did actually have to get a new toilet made for her downstairs, so Leanna could have been doing the toilet.
The Royals always do that. I went to Luton Airport, and everything was at a standstill. Nobody was being let in the lounges. And finally, we learned that it was going to be a royal visit, and one loo had been separately designated, and they were painting the damn thing. Anyway,
my mum and dad spent a fortune on this downstairs loo, and she never used it.
Right, there is one more. A dish I can cook well. Don't knock it. Fish fingers and custard.
Absolutely, fish fingers and custard.
It's a full meal. It's the To make
It wasn't, it was based on.
Yeah, okay. On that basis, Ben, you're not going to beat it now, but carry on with your 8 minutes.
Right, well, thank you very much. Well, good morning again, everybody. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about, what I actually haven't done before, because I'm relying on internet signal, so hopefully it will be okay with my phone. But tell you a little bit more about the services that we've changed, but also why the business has been good for me, but also why I'm helping other people. So as you know, my background is in the entertainment industry. Been very lucky to have a good career in the entertainment. So I've been in the West End of London, was in Joseph for a couple of years, had a song in the dance charts. I presented a show on TV, on cable TV, shows how long ago it was. And I came out of theatre probably about 15 years ago. And working in the entertainment industry is a really fickle business to be in. 1 minute you're top of your game, loving life. Next minute you're having to go and find a job putting bikes behind the bar because you haven't got any money coming in. So, 15 years ago I found a utility warehouse. And I thought at the time, if I could earn a couple of £100 extra a month, that would come in really handy to give you that peace of mind with paying the mortgage. And fast forward a few years later, never expecting it to get where it is today. However, this thing came along called the pandemic, and the entertainment world was one of those that just stopped. So no performances, no gigs, no anything. So if I was still relying on that income from performing, I would have been up the creek without a paddle, basically. But now, thanks to this residual income that we get paid, it now gives me the security, knowing that my mortgage is paid, my bills are paid, my council tax is paid, and the biggest one of all, my wine bill is covered by residual. So that is huge. That's probably bigger than my mortgage. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about utility warehouse. So hopefully this will work. I'm now going to be naughty today and hand over to our company ambassador, let him do a little bit of talking, but also to a partner that's going to tell you about why she introduced Ben. So hopefully this will play.
XYW. Business Corporation included exclusions and
That's enough of that. There's a better way to run your home. UW offers award-winning home services. Energy prices that stay low long-term. Unlimited data deals for all the family on the UK's best network. Fast, reliable broadband without sneaky price hikes. By combining all your home services together, UW saves you time and money. And the more services you take, the more you save. That's all your home services with just one provider, taking the hassle out of running your home. And they even have a handy cashback card to help make your bills even cheaper. When you switch all your services, there's up to £400 to cover early termination fees. They make switching simple and hassle-free. The best bit, there are no robots, just a friendly face to help you through the switch. Morning, Jane. Cup of tea?
Sounds good. I introduced Ben to UW. As a UW partner, I get paid for introducing people and helping them to switch, earning me £250 just for having a chat over the garden fence. Things are expensive these days, and UW is also a great way to earn some extra cash. UW provides services everybody needs and is already talking about, which makes starting a conversation really easy.
And that extra cash comes from helping people save on their bills.
The additional income I earn from being a UW partner means I no longer have to think twice about treating the kids or going out for dinner. It's up to you how far you take it. You can earn enough to treat yourself to an extra pair of nice trainers, or if you're up for it, you can earn a meaningful extra monthly income. There's something for everyone. I'll pass you back to a UW partner to see how the UW opportunity can work for you.
Can't see. So, when people take their services with UW, we guarantee they're going to save, or we'll actually give you double the difference back. Now, all those services come on one single monthly bill. And, a bit of a pun, we're helping people now to drive their electricity down even further with our brand new EV tariff, which launches on the 1st of October. So existing customers can register their interest now to be going on, and they'll be contacted on the 1st of October. Now, this is in line with the October price rise, but so far it matches other companies now, before they put their prices up. So it's going to be the most competitive on the market. We've also changed our solar panel feed-in tariff, so people get even more money coming back. And we've even matching and beating that big squid that's up there. That one. Yeah, so we're actually matching and beating them now. So on our solar panel. For those that need ultra-fast broadband, we've now brought out full fibre 900 there, which is over 946 meg, I think it is. 44, there you go, it was around there, which comes out now as well. And again, it's the most, one of the most competitive, the only other company to watch to match those sort of prices are people like Virgin and things like that, and we are undercutting them as well. So some really good services coming out to help people even more, and that cashback on all your shopping. Now, what I'm going to say is, for those that have a cashback card, I will be using my Apple Pay to do all my cashback shopping, because it's coming on Apple over the next couple of weeks. So really excited about that. Also, we've got £400 towards any termination charges people have, but also people can save even more money by recommending me to their friends and family. Now, on the partner side, you heard me earlier start saying about the different different backgrounds that I've got within my team. And I'm quite lucky to have quite a large team, so there's nearly 900 there in the team, all from different backgrounds. There's policemen, there's mums, there's carers, we've got a GP in the team now. I've got nurses, and that's one of the reasons why I go to hospital a lot, so I can talk to all the nurses, to be fair. But show them how they can earn an extra income by helping others. We earn actually up to £300 for helping somebody to switch their services and get that serious long-term income, and there's no limit to the amount that you can build up. And you can get that financial security, knowing that if anything happens, you've got that income coming in to cover. So when I had that operation recently, I couldn't perform for 3 months. I had to take 3 months off gigs. If I was back in the shows then, that would have been hell. That would have been awful, no money coming in. But now it didn't matter whether it took me a day, a week, a month, or a year to recover, because I had the security to know that my bills were being paid. You get help and support that's going to be completely ongoing. You can work the hours that you want to, and it's a really, really simple process. So, I'm going to close now with one final video of why you should recommend me to people that you know that might be looking to earn that extra income. And I don't need to take my word for it, so I'm going to introduce you now someone in my team who's done a quick video. Now this is the guy Leon I met a few years ago, and we've worked together and helped him, and he's now built up his business to a point where he's actually going to be able to retire from his work aged 33. So I'm going to let Leon.
Hi, I'm Leon. Just doing this little video. Ben's asked me to do for the networking. So yeah, just briefly, how I met Ben. I met Ben at networking when I was trying to get customers from my other business about 5 years ago. We got on straight away. I became a customer and partner, and yeah, Ben supported me the whole journey, which is brilliant. I'm now in a position. I'm just coming up to another big promotion, significant promotion in utility warehouse, which I'm very excited for. Ben's helped me. He's helped all my friends and family that have signed up as well to do the business. Where I've had to learn a lot, they've had to learn a lot. Ben's been really good. He's been there every step of the way, and very exciting time because I'm 33 years old and I'm 2 weeks away from selling my cleaning business. So very, very excited. Something that I could never have imagined doing 5 years ago when I started. But with the right help and support, that's exactly what's happening. So yeah, it's really pleased to have met Ben all those years ago and for all his support up to now and continued support. So anyone who's interested in try and have a look as well. Ben's the guy.
So obviously we're very close with Leon, very good friend of mine, and helps him to get to the point where he's now got financial freedom for himself and his family. So if you know anybody that's to look out for me that's maybe got an electric vehicle, they're the ones that I really want to have a chat with right now. People that have their electric cars, people that have solar panels, people that need ultra fast broadband and also people that want to have a little bit more security and a little bit more hope for the future, because I can really help them and support them to get them to where Leon is and to help them get them where I am. So happy to answer any questions, but for now, thank you for listening.
That's bad. I don't even know how long that was. Oh, look at that. No time for questions, but Scott.
I'm halfway through signing up for broadband. Didn't realise you didn't used to do the 900.
No.
Do you provide the kit, the physical hardware?
Yeah, you will get a new router sent out that's capable of looking after that much speed, because it's quite a lot, and you need a powerful box. Whatever they call it.
No referral for you.
There you go. Thank you very much. We'll go down.
Just looked at the EV Terrace 7p kilowatt hour, which is what I'm paying at the moment with the giant squid thing. So
And Giant Squid haven't put their prices up yet, so that's our prices from the 1st of October.
Excellent. Is it like all smartly done?
Yes.
Good. Just plug it in. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Another question is the girl that was in the video there, very accomplished presenter. Was she really the guy?
She didn't. No, she was and only because it was supposed to be a girl called Jade, and she was on holiday when Ben was about to be. Otherwise, it would have been Jade, because she's just as good as that girl. But so they do look similar. So we'll do Chris then.
Yeah. So is your broadband branded your brand, or is it?
Yeah, so we are the actual supplier. We use the same, for the non-full fibre, which is going basically, so I don't know when it's going, probably end of next year some point now. They keep it back and back and back. We use, for that non-fibre one, we use the same space as TalkTalk, but we're not TalkTalk. No, we just use that.
Fibre?
No, that's, you get a new line put in and everything as well.
So the actual router is branded
UW, yes.
Can I talk to you about solar panels?
You can. I might not know the answer, but I haven't been able to pass it. But it's I can if I can help in any way.
Well, I've got solar panels.
Oh, fab! Yeah, it's really easy to do. It's just a couple of things that you fill in, and they take over the feed have. And as I say, you get more back there. Better in your pocket. Jane.
So recently, I think you were rewarded for doing so well for UW, and you got to get breakfast with Katie Piper and some other.
Jeff Hurst as well.
Yes.
Jeff Hurst is great for me as well.
Really? So who are the highlights that you made?
I have to say, out of all of them there, it was Katie Piper. There, literally, we were having a quick chat there beforehand. I didn't realise what she had gone through to the degree that she'd gone through, and it was quite graphic what she went through. And obviously, a lot of you know she was within acid attack from an ex-partner that hired hitmen, but it literally burnt her face off down to the bone. And how she overcame that, and overcome her obstacles, obviously it would have been a very dark place where she was, to where she is now is one of the most inspirational people that I have ever met. And she's so lovely as well. So yeah, Kate was going to say Billy Piper. Katie Piper was for me the real highlight. And of course Jeff Hurst is always was quite cool to me as well. Stuart.
For the EV tariff,
yeah.
Do you have to have a smart meter for that?
Yes. Yeah.
I've got one.
Oh, you can't have one. Yeah, as I say, if it might change, but probably want to see if we can get you another one. We'll have a chat. Cool. I think that's it.
Excellent. Well done, Ben.
Thank you.
Let's move on. Referrals and testimonials. Referrals and testimonials round. We'll start with Stuart. Do the running back, please.
Yeah. Interesting as always. I watch your presentations. They're very slick. And Tony, for your this lot this morning, right off the cuff, all prepared. Thanks all for coming.
Yeah, very good day. Thanks for very good timing. I've only just got one this week. It's just a thank you from Mel. She can't hear, but I'll put it on the
Great meeting as always. Good end slot, Toby. Brilliant. 10 minutes. As I've always said when you do your 10 minutes, I'm a member of the Utility Warehouse. It's the first thing I did when I joined networking. All those
years ago.
There was a retired copper who just got doing what you did.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he's retired now or not. Or
Is it?
Living on that production.
I can't think. If it's who are married to Christine, I can't think what his name is. But if it's him, they went over to Australia just before COVID and not come back. Got family out there.
So, and I've got a referral for John Freeman, a bit of plastering and repointing for a client. I'll speak to John about it. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. That's amazing, as always, mate. Hopefully you'll help.
Yes, especially now, it's probably better with the solar panels.
Yeah, solar and electric vehicle, and Dan as well. I don't know what's going on with my engineer Dan.
I don't know if we've done it or not. Do you know what? I can't remember. I think we have.
Yeah, we're good. That was sort of,
Yes, we have. Yeah.
Great head slot as well, Toby, and great one last week, Scott. I've got a referral from James. I've got 3 containers. I've got an office, 2 offices, and a storage container. I don't know if I need insurance for that. So let's mention that. One-to-one with James. We've got a one-to-one with James, involves alcohol. And a testimonial from Mike. He came around yesterday and he was awesome. Honestly, taking photos and it was so fun. It was brilliant. So there you go. Cool. Thanks very much, Mike.
Yeah, thanks for the slot, Toby. Yeah, you only done half of yours, so.
Yeah. What do you think I played the videos?
One-to-one with Paul. Thank you for the money for Toby over there. And I will hopefully see you next week.
Nothing to do in terms of referrals and activities, I'm afraid. I'll try hard next week. But I've been fantastic as ever. And Toby, there you are. I would have gone with it, didn't believe any of it.
Great meeting, great 10 minutes, Ben. Yeah, I might have to look at the warband thing with minus bias. Great end slot, Toby. Yeah.
Been waiting for UW to upscale their bag, so that's now yours.
Thank you very much.
Just go home, quit BT, and move to you. There's a scout meeting during the week, and they said we need to buy 12 new tents, 12 new full sets of cooking equipment, 24 compasses, and a load of stuff. So I know a man can probably get you a better price. So it's gone to the email. Yeah, okay, good meeting.
Thank you. Thanks, Ben. Yes, it was my bloke who buggered off to.
Oh, that's it. Yes.
Yeah. What happens if I needed to refer back to him when he went past? Can I transfer this?
You can't transfer to me, but I'll still look after you. Right, so can't do anything.
And utility warehouse, I've just fixed. But in order to fix, they insist on a smart meter. So I'm finally giving in and having a smart meter. So, but the after service with the utility warehouse has been very good. With broadband, they've come out and worked very hard. So yes, I can thoroughly endorse.
Thank you very much. I've got some paper monies to quickly through of old ex-members. So Labour funding between and the there. So ex-members there. I've probably got a load more I need to go through. So I'll put them all on the So we've got a referral here from there. So, chatting to a friend of mine yesterday, she suffers like radars and things like that, and she said, I need to go out and get a whole new wardrobe for outdoor clothing there as well. So she said, tops, shoes, socks, gloves. So I've given her all the details, but yeah, Hazel, her name is. You're very welcome. Thank you for your kind comments as well, and brilliant Ed Slot. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'd like more details about the form.
Right. Yeah, you can go to search, see what's available.
By the way, if those that aren't customers, if you're in a 65 one, you actually get it free for 6 months as well. Say again. I don't know. Do a little Google, have a look at the prospects.
Great, excellent. Very good. Really good. Thank you for the money to test the 2 projects we're doing, the access control and the file system. That's it, remember. And I will see you all next week.
It's not very simple, but if I was remembering, someone doesn't believe what you say.
I'm really simple.
Yeah. All I'm saying is if we don't believe you, you're screwed. Quickly. Thanks very much for that, Ben. The thing I'm looking at your Tim's warehouse, apart from prices, just one bill. We're all so busy. But it's all there in one place. If anything goes wrong, we've just got one number to get it sorted. For me, that's the best thing. Yeah. The price is great, but that's the best thing. One of the services not working. Who have I got a phone? Sorry. I mean, good. So that, even though it's not you personally.
Well, as I say, we've helped you last week.
Australia as well. John Progress.
That's it. You can never just know, but you can always phone me if you need any help.
I've got thank you for running for next member team. I've got a testimonial for Chris. Chris very kindly organised a spa hotel for my missus for her birthday. He didn't make any money out of it. He couldn't book it for us, but he recommended it. Went down there. So thank you for that. I know he didn't know anything, but
Thanks, Joe. Ben, fantastic as always, and Jordan.
Yes.
Toby, really good. Thank you very, very much. I've got no referrals, no recommendations, so thank you very much for listening through. Thank you.
Yeah, excellent. 10 minutes. I need to chat to you about how to register an investor. I think one of the ways to do it. Yeah, I've been a UW member for a very long time. Thank you to Blake for my new toy. I'm sorry, my important piece of tactical equipment. Look forward to using that for tactical reasons tomorrow. And Leanne, I guess it's illegal at this stage, and your client of mine that does flooring. See you all next week.
Good presentation offline, and so yeah, I'd like to be there. So good. Great, it's Toby, and see you next week. Thank you.
Ben, you always make this look so easy. Well, you really do. I know that people are interested in you helping them do public speaking, but that's obvious. You should be teaching others, so you've just got the je ne sais quoi. Well done.
A year later.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Toby, for setting us off and very fruitful. Love that. Next time NLP, that would be good too. Other thoughts. Very good. And lovely meeting everybody, and thank you for the order last week. I think I put in a thank you for that. That's great. Cheers, everybody.
Used to being loved, isn't it? Yeah, great presentation. Ed's brilliant as ever, and looking forward to the next one that you do when you've done the preparations that you planned to today. Next week is going to be Shannon, so hopefully you'll enjoy having a different face. And I promise I will put everything into the system that I haven't. It's just been a crazy week, and my nephew arrived last night, and I heard him at 3 o'clock this morning. So it's going to be a bit of a week this week, but I promise they will all go in. So thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you all soon.
If you've got a referral to Paul, you've got the guys coming around to have a look at outside performance today. Yes, thank you.
He's going with the speakers, boy.
Yes. What's in the bag, isn't it?
Right. Oh, yeah. Shuffle it.
I think there's about 8 of these in there now.
It's nice with
Oh,
It's from Toby. It's right, isn't it?
Did I not press hard? Is that going to be a new rule?
Yeah.
There you go.
Right, Ben, thank you very much for your 10 minutes for the running for the prize. Let's move on. Well, moving on, we've come to the end of the meeting virtually. Before I send you on your way, bright sunshine, and or before I encourage you all to come afterwards, just a half an hour or so, just to run through things with a synergy meeting that you can anybody else, any announcements they wish to make, please?
Just to let everyone know, tomorrow we are playing CQB. Toby's come in, and Scott's come in. Neil was meant to be coming, but we would love to see. Or you're coming. Well, given. We'd love to see some more members there, or members' friends, families. I know Terry was interested in coming.
Friday the 13th, what could possibly go wrong?
It's not like Toby did his shoulder last time we went.
If I come, on the basis no one's allowed to shoot me because of these then.
Maybe like padding foam. But yeah, we'd like. Yeah. But yeah, we'd like to see some more members come in if possible.
Anybody else got anything they wish to say?
Halloween, but the 1st of November. Yeah, we're fully booked. There's 12 of us now. But if anyone else wants to come, we can cut another team. 6:30, I think it is on the 1st of November.
Leanne's going first, right?
Yes.
Oh, my son.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't want to go second.
Right, okay. Or you all live up each other in the manner of speaking. Let's close the meeting and let's transfer next door to all those who want to go to the meeting. See you all next week.